Hello everybody, I'm Mark Bird, a teenager entrepreneur, author of Honest Ways to Make Money Online, and today I'm going to share with you how to make a good blog post title. Now, it's very important to make a good blog post title because you only have just 2 seconds to get the reader's attention. So, a good title is those 2 seconds that you need in order to get the reader's attention and make them want to read your blog. So I'm going to share with you 5 different ways that you can get better titles on your blog, make them really incredible, and as a result get more traffic and make your readers want to read your content and read more of your content. The first way to come up with a really good blog post title is by being different. When I say be different, it means you have to look at all the titles of similar blog posts to what you're writing about. So, if there's a blog post about getting more Twitter followers, the typical title is 10 ways to get more Twitter followers, or 25 ways to get more Twitter followers. It basically says a number of ways, so like 10, 25, 50, and then it just says ways to get more Twitter followers. Now, those are normal titles, the titles that you see every time, but in order to really grab your reader's attention, maybe try doing something like 25 premium ways to get more Twitter followers. Now, the word premium is a word that isn't seen that many times when it comes to, showing people how to get more Twitter followers. So, use, words that your competition is not using. So if you are a blogger and you want to show people how to increase their blog traffic, the typical title is how to increase your blog traffic. However, you could also make your title secret methods to dramatically increase your blog traffic. Another way to get more traffic to your blog with good blog post titles is by having a blog post title with either one word or many words. When you do a blog post title with either one word or many words, it's very important that it still makes sense and that it's right to the point. Now, one word blog post titles are a lot more difficult to get than the blog post titles with many words. So, how I said 25 ways to get more Twitter followers could be replaced by 25 premium ways to get more Twitter followers. That's 25 premium ways to get more Twitter followers. That's 8 words for the blog post title. So, if you could think of a good blog post title that has a lot of words, but it's not too big, then you have yourself a really good title. Another way to write a good blog post title is by putting words in your title that affect your SEO. If someone writes a blog about Twitter, and their title is 25 Premium Ways to Get More Twitter Followers, the word Twitter is in the blog post title, which means that blog will have a better SEO rank for the word Twitter. So, when you're thinking of a really good blog post title, it's a really good bonus to have words that will, in your blog post title, that will also help your SEO rank. Now, when you're doing a blog post title, don't always strive for the SEO, because if you have a really good blog post title that doesn't involve SEO, you could do that blog post with that title, but remember in the next blog post, you have a word that relates to your blog's SEO so that your blog's SEO can increase, and as a result, you will get more blog traffic. Another way to write a really good blog post title is to avoid words that some of your readers may not know the definitions of. I want you to remember that any person of any age, of any educational background can visit your blog. So, using words that not everyone knows what they mean will make people have to look them up to know what your blog post title means, and that won't be very good, because if they have to look up a word to know what your blog post title means, they're not going to stay on your blog for long. So, like the word talisman. Do you know what that means? Maybe not. That's an SAT word that means a lucky charm. So, instead of using the word talisman, you might want to use the word lucky charm instead. So just use words that you knew what they meant when you were doing school in like 6th grade, because that's what everyone knows. And if you use words like method and way and tip, everyone knows what those words mean. So use words that people know what they mean, because if you use a word that people actually have to look up in the dictionary for, even if they use Google's online dictionary, which is a shortcut, it still takes enough time for the person to look up the definition for them to look at somebody else's blog. So avoid using words that people don't know the definitions of. Another way to write a good blog post title is to tell people to take action. Instead of having a title of something like why you should guest blog, have a title that says guest blog today. So when you add that today in the title, you are giving your reader an action to do. So whenever you can, for a blog post title, give the reader action. Make them have to do something in order to grow their business further or do something related to your niche. So as long as you, in some of your blog post titles, tell the people to take action, they will take that action. And when they see take action or something like that, they will read your entire blog post to see exactly how they have to take action. And that's all for today. Until then, I want you to dream big, achieve greatness, and unlock your potential today.